Hi, I'm Peter Dunsmore, and in this video series I'm going to show you how to make this box for getwoodworking.com. For this box I'm going to fit what are called quadrant hinges. They're a little bit more fiddly to fit, but as you can see there's a brass strap which prevents the box lid from tipping back too far. Much stronger than a normal traditional box hinge, which unless you pay a lot of money tend to weaken over a period of time. The first thing we do, make sure the lid is on the correct way corresponding to the base so the grain flows through, it's not back to front. And the second thing you do, open the box and mark where the hinges are going to go, because you don't want to end up putting the hinge on the wrong side or the lid the wrong way round. So get this bit right first. It's difficult to place this hinge flat onto the wood to begin with because of this little part of the hinge, so estimate where it goes and drill a small hole on both sides. Now the knuckle of the hinge, that's this part here, the centre of the knuckle lines up with the back edge of the box along here, and this strap lies central on this edge or this box side. Estimate where that little that lumpy bit is, and we'll drill a hole for that to sit into. So if we shoot over to the pillar drill, right, there's it. I've cut the hole just to slot the strap in so we can position the hinge accurately. It's central on this side, the knuckle is central at the back, and I use a small modelling knife or a very sharp pencil just to mark around the outside edge. Not forgetting where the screw hole's got to be. So we've got to drill a hole now, the depth of this strap into the box side, so that when the lid is closed this strap can drop into the slot. So we know the depth of the hole has got to come to here, and we know it's got to come as far forward as that. So now we've got the parameters of the hole. I know that the width of the strap is 7mm, so I'll probably drill a 5mm hole, a series of holes along here on both ends, and then just clean it out with a chisel so that this can fit in. I've got a 5mm drill bit in here. Right, I've set the depth of cut so that it stops at the pencil line. I'll go back to the bench and just remove the waste with the chisel and square up the holes. Now I just use a nice sharp chisel just to remove the excess from the hole. Said they were a bit fiddly, but it's worth the effort because they really do prevent the lid tipping back too far. They're like excellent box hinges, so it is worth the extra little bit of hassle. Now we've cut the slots for the strap to fit into. They fit in satisfactorily. The next thing to do is to cut the rebate or the recess into which brass straps got to sit. If you just fit the hinges as they are like this, then the box lid will be set up by 3 or 4 millimeters and looks very, very unsightly. So we recess the brass strap into the box sides, and the depth of the recess is half the depth of the knuckle. So use some calipers and measure the thickness of the knuckle, in this case is 4 millimeters. So we need a recess of 2 millimeters, and a quick and easy way to do this is to use a router freehand. But it does take a little bit of care. Don't go ham-fisted at it. Use a depth stop to set the depth to 2 millimeters. Again, here's a handy gauge again. The way to start it off is put the router on a flat surface and plunge it down so the cutter just touches a flat surface. Put your depth stop so it touches the end of the screw, the turret screw. Take the reading here and then pull it up 2 millimeters. And then just double check like this. And that's your 2 millimeters. And in this way you can route, and then when you finish cutting, release the lock handle and release the cutter away from the box side. You'll notice we've got an offset base fitted to the base of this router. As you can see, if the router was used without it, there's very little surface area. But using this, I can actually use the router freehand over the area, over where the hinges to be fitted, and yet I've still got the perspex space balancing on much of the box. It makes it a lot more stable and secure. The other thing that needs to be done is the box has got to be held secure onto the bench.